Let's talk about Medi-Cal. You have a choice, and Molina makes it easy, especially when it comes to the care you need. So let's talk about you, about making your life easier, about extra help to manage your health. Let's talk about your needs now and for the future. Nobody knows Medi-Cal better than Molina. It starts with a phone call. Call 866-420-5330 or visit meetmolinaca.com. Let's talk today.
What if you could have a career where the opportunities are as vast as our nation, where it's not about mission statements, but a shared mission? At U.S. Customs and Border Protection, we go beyond to protect more than borders. From ship to shore, air to ground, cities to local communities, CBP agents and officers are keeping people safe. Join U.S. Customs and Border Protection and go beyond for something far greater than yourself. Learn more at cbp.gov/careers.
Speed Gibson of the International Secret Police.
Ceiling zero, ceiling zero, ceiling zero, ceiling zero, ceiling zero.
When the octopus learns that the thought-recording helmet which he plans to use on Barney has mysteriously disappeared, he immediately suspects that Speed and Clint are secreted somewhere in his great castle overlooking the pass of the Iron Dagger. Ordering his gangsters to surround the house, he sends others to search every corner of it, and Speed and Clint, guns drawn, are cornered in a dark room just off the torture chamber, while the men of the octopus draw closer and closer.
They must have first gone into the torture room, Clint.
Yes, Speed. But we're ready for them when they come in here. If they switch on a light, shoot it out. You understand?
I'll say so. We won't have a chance if the light's on, but we may be able to escape without it.
Right. Let's listen again and see if we can hear what they're up to.
Okay. They're coming this way. The light's on in the next room.
Steady, Speed.
And I have found the helmet exactly where I placed it before.
Maybe we'll think the helmet was always there, that he just didn't happen to see it before.
Ordinarily, you wouldn't think that, Speed. But now, knowing that the octopus is in a hurry and fearing him as he does, he may think that he did overlook it before. And let's hope so.
Man, there is no need to search any further now that we have found the helmet for the thought-recording device. Return to the assembly room while I take it to the master.
Am I glad to hear that?
Shh.
The house is still surrounded from the sound of it. Wonder if the octopus will keep him out there. If he does, we'll never get out of here.
Have patience, Speed. We're darn lucky as it is.
I know that. What do we do now?
Well, it's up to the octopus to make the next move. If he recalls his men from outside the house, we'll get out of here as soon as possible and head back for Lhasa. Must be getting near sunset, and it'll take us time to get back to the city. We must show up there before midnight, or Chief Tipo will bring his men up here for an attack and spoil everything.
Maybe that'd be a good idea, Clint, to attack this castle without wasting any more time.
Maybe if we had Barney with us. But so long as he's missing, Speed, we have to be careful. Barney's life wouldn't be worth anything if we showed our hand now.
Gee, that's right.
Uh-oh. Wonder what that's for.
Sounds like some sort of a signal.
It was a signal. The octopus was calling in his guards. Speed, luck is with us again. I think we're going to get out of here with our skins.
Oh, boy, swell. Can we go right away?
Now, wait. Give him a little more time to get inside. We don't want to run into trouble when the worst of the danger's over.
Should say not. Say, Clint.
Yes, Speed?
You think the octopus could learn anything from Barney about us? About the International Secret Police?
Well, you mean get Barney to talk? Oh, I should say not. Barney would rather die than give any information.
But maybe he wouldn't know he was giving anything away.
What do you mean?
The octopus has all sorts of machines and things in his laboratory above us, and Quan Wu mentioned that helmet I was holding a while back was a thought-recording helmet. Maybe that's what they're going to use on Barney.
Well, if that were the case, Barney would close his mind so that they couldn't get a thing, Speed.
But supposing he was unconscious?
Well, in the first place, I don't think such a machine is possible or practical. And if it were, the octopus himself would never have devoted the years necessary to the completion of such a wonderful device.
Maybe Mounier invented it and the octopus stole it from him like he stole his name and identity.
There are too many maybes in your reasoning, Speed. But for the time being, we must stick to cold facts. And most important right now is our escape. Now, let's open the door a little and see what's happening outside. I think we've given the guards time enough to leave now.
Okay. That wind. It's cold as ice.
Yes, but there's not a guard in sight. And it's getting dark, too. Come on, Speed. We'll have to hurry if we're going to reach Lhasa by midnight.
And, Master, I found the helmet as soon as we entered the torture chamber. It must have been there all the time. In my haste, I must have overlooked it. Have mercy on me, your humble servant.
Stop whining, Quan Wu. Your mistakes are unimportant to me just now. I must place the helmet on Dunlap's head so that his thoughts may be recorded as soon as possible.
Yes, Master. Here is the helmet.
Good. I place it over his head. So. Then, I attach the wires here.
Dunlap is sleeping soundly now.
Yes, I believe he is safe for another half hour, in spite of all the time we have lost in searching for this helmet. That time will be long enough to learn what we want to know. Now, the lever.
I hope that the device accomplishes what you desire.
It must. The police are getting too close to me for comfort. I must learn their code, their innermost secrets. Then I have nothing to fear from them. I can destroy them at will. Nothing more will stop me from becoming master of the world.
But meanwhile, what of the slave route to India over the Himalayas?
Ah, yes, the slave route. I must speak to the men soon over the loudspeaker. I want them to make night raids over the countryside, to steal men from their beds and bring them here, hiding them in the room below until they can be taken to India and the coast. It will be highly profitable.
Are you going to fly them over the Himalayas?
No, they will go by caravan. It will appear to be a trade caravan. Planes would attract too much attention in this isolated country, and besides that, could not carry enough slaves to make it worthwhile.
But, Master, the caravan route over the Himalayas is most dangerous.
My men will make it if they know what is good for them. And what odds if a few do lose their lives? They are unimportant to me. I can soon recruit more workers.
Is there not danger that they will someday rebel, even your most loyal workers? In China, things were different. There was danger, yes, but not so much as here. Here in Tibet, even nature is against us.
Are you afraid, Quan Wu?
I afraid? No, Master. I but seek to advise you.
The octopus needs no advice. I know what I am doing, Quan Wu. And if it seems like madness to you, remember that is how I have come as far as I have, by daring to do things that other men fear to do.
Yes, I know. And speaking of doing, what are you going to do with Dunlap when you have finished with him?
I am not certain as to that.
You mean you will not destroy him?
I said I am not certain. You see, Quan Wu, I am still wondering as to whether or not the secret police gained admittance to this house without my knowledge.
But the helmet was where I had placed it.
So you have told me many, many times. But is it not possible that they were examining the helmet when you came down to the torture dungeon to search for it? Hearing you, they hid themselves until you were out of sight again, then replaced the helmet and made their escape.
But, Master, the house was surrounded and your men searched the lower rooms. I myself led them.
Yes, but you called off the search once you found the helmet.
I thought that was the important thing, the finding of it.
It was far more important to find the secret police. However, since we cannot be sure that they were in my castle, let us only concern ourselves with the experiment at hand.
Yes. I wonder what thoughts are being recorded on the film.
We shall find out in half an hour. Meanwhile, be still. I must concentrate on what is to be my next move concerning the International Secret Police.
Master, I have been watching the clock. Dunlap has been in the thought recording machine for half an hour.
So? Then I shall bring our experiment to an end.
Look, Dunlap is moving slightly. He seems to be talking again.
The vapors of sleep are losing their power. He will soon recover consciousness again. Meanwhile, I shall remove the helmet, and we shall hear what he's talking about.
I cannot understand what he is saying.
No matter. The film will tell us more than his words could.
He is awakening.
I'm going to take this box of film into the dark room to develop it. If you hear any strange sound, call me at once. It should be easy to hear. The wind has died down.
Yes, Master. Will the developing take long?
Not with the special mixture I use. Question Dunlap when he awakens. You may learn something important.
Question Dunlap. I would rather wrap my fingers around his neck and squeeze it until he could never answer nor ask another question again.
Oh, boy, what a sleep. Hey, where am I? Oh, it's you, Quan Wu. I was hoping I was still asleep and having a nightmare when I first saw that ugly face of yours.
Thank you for the compliment, Mr. Dunlap. You honor me.
Ah, save your smooth talk. What are you going to do with me? Give it to me straight. Tell the truth for once in your life.
I cannot say as to just what your fate will be. That is entirely up to the Master.
Oh, yeah? And speaking of nightmares, just where is that octopus guy? Oh, stubborn, huh? If I wasn't anchored down to this table, I'd make you talk.
Since you are completely at my mercy, Mr. Dunlap, your threats are rather futile and foolish. You remind me of an ancient Chinese fairy tale.
I'm in no mood for Chinese fairy tales. Let me up off this table instead. I'm paralyzed from laying still so long.
If you are paralyzed, then you should feel no discomfort.
That's swell. Here, I ain't got a chance of living for more than another hour or two, and you won't even let me sit up to it.
I can do nothing until the Master commands it.
I've got no use for you, Quan Wu, and I know you're a no-good rat. But haven't you got any mind of your own? Do you always have to do what that old ape-face tells you to do? Okay, have it your own way. In my position, I can't exactly force you to talk.
Does Clint Barlow truly believe that he has made a mistake concerning Paul Mounier, that he is not the octopus as he first believed?
You got a nerve asking me that when I know Mounier's the octopus? I ought to know.
Oh, yes. But neither Speed Gibson nor Barlow have your present knowledge.
Uh-huh. And what they don't know won't hurt them.
You are not answering my question.
No? That's funny. And here I thought all the time I was telling you everything I know.
You jest, Mr. Dunlap.
You're darn tootin' I jest, and why not? A guy with my chances of getting out of here alive can't do anything else but jest. And just try to stop me.
Wanu.
The octopus. I've missed you.
What is wrong, Master?
The film. The recording of Dunlap's mind. It shows nothing. It is perfectly blank.
Let's talk about Medi-Cal. You have a choice, and Molina makes it easy, especially when it comes to the care you need. So let's talk about you, about making your life easier, about extra help to manage your health. Let's talk about your needs now and for the future. Nobody knows Medi-Cal better than Molina. It starts with a phone call. Call 866-420-5330 or visit meetmolinaca.com. Let's talk today.
It is Ryan here, and I have a question for you. What do you do when you win? Like, are you a fist pumper, a woohooer, a hand clapper, a high fiver? I kind of like the high five, but if you want to hone in on those winning moves, check out Chumba Casino. At ChumbaCasino.com, choose from hundreds of social casino-style games for your chance to redeem serious cash prizes. There are new game releases weekly, plus free daily bonuses, so don't wait. Start having the most fun ever at ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.